Please welcome David Holt and Doc Watson.
Hello, Nashville, North Carolina.
Well, thank you. Bless your heart. Thank you. You know, if we keep on, David, we might learn to play that thing in another 10 tries, you know.
Oh, that's fun. I think one of my favorite songs that you know, Doc, is the Shady Grove song. And you used to court Rosalie with this song.
Oh,
right?
yeah, this was her very favorite when we were courting. Cheeks as red as a blooming rose and eyes of the prettiest brown. She's the darling of my heart, sweetest little girl in town. I wish I had a glass of wine and bread and meat for two. I'd set it out on a golden plate and give it all to you. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. Pick it, David. Yeah. Now when I was a little boy, I wanted a Barlow knife. Now I want little Shady Grove to say she'll be my wife. A kiss from pretty little Shady Grove, as sweet as brandy wine. Ain't no girl in this whole world that's prettier than mine. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. I went to see my Shady Grove, she's standing in the door. Her shoes and stockings in her hand and her little bare feet on the floor. I wish I had a big old horse and the grain to feed him on. Little Shady Grove to stay at the house and feed him when I'm gone. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away. In the summertime, apples in the fall. If I can't have a little Shady Grove, I don't want no gal at all. If I had a needle and thread as fine as I could sew, I'd sew my pretty girl to my side and down the road we'd go. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound to go away.
You folks probably know about Sodom, North Carolina, although most people in the rest of the United States have never heard of Sodom. But I learned this song from Kaz Wallen, who used to live up in Sodom, North Carolina. He was an old ballad singer, but he also loved the old Uncle Dave Macon tunes, and this is one called Whoop 'em Up Cindy. Now, Kaz was always getting words mixed up. I would go up to his house, and he would say, David, come on in. Would you like some coffee? I'd say, yeah, Kaz, be happy to have some coffee. He says, I only have that old decapitated kind. No problem, Kaz. I don't like coffee with a head on it anyway. He sing this song, Whoop 'em Up, Cindy, hey, hey. And in this song, I sing Whoop 'em Up, Cindy, and you answer back with hey, hey, something like this. It goes, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now Cindy was a rattling girl, Cindy was a rose. I love that Cindy girl, Lord Almighty knows. Whoop 'em up, Cindy, whoop 'em up, Cindy, whoop 'em up, Cindy, gone forevermore. Peaches in the summertime, it's apples in the fall. If I don't get Cindy girl, I have no one at all. Whoop 'em up, Cindy, whoop 'em up, Cindy, whoop 'em up, Cindy, gone forevermore. Play a dog. Cherry tree, the riper grow the cherries. The more you hug and kiss the girl, the sooner they will marry. Whoop 'em up, Cindy, whoop 'em up, Cindy, whoop 'em up, Cindy, gone forevermore. Now Cindy was a rattling girl, Cindy was a rose. I love that Cindy girl, Lord Almighty knows. Whoop 'em up, Cindy, whoop 'em up, Cindy, whoop 'em up, Cindy, gone forever. Play it again, Doc. One more time. Whoop 'em up, Cindy, whoop 'em up, Cindy, whoop 'em up, Cindy, gone forevermore. There was an outlaw that used to live around here. Actually, was from up in Wilkesboro, Otto Wood. And I talked to Jesse James Bailey, who used to be the sheriff of Madison County, who actually captured Otto Wood one time back in the 20s, actually. Otto was a one-armed bandit, escaped from jail about 10 different times. And actually, you know the story about what got him into trouble, Doc? Tell about that.
He had pawned his grandfather's watch. It needed some money real bad, and he pawned it to a Mr. A.C. Kaplan, who had a pawn shop in Greensboro, North Carolina. And he promised he'd be back in a short time to redeem the watch, and he supposedly had a 30-day grace period according to the agreement. But he went back in about 10 days, and the old boy had sold his watch. And he was really angry. He flew into a rage, and there happened to be a little antique, one of those old antique pistols, pepper box, I think they called them, cap and ball things, and he snatched that up and hit the man over the head with it a little too hard. And he was sentenced for second-degree murder. And he whittled a gun out of a cake of soap and slipped outside and stuck it in the guard's back and said, "Take me for a ride or you had it." And the guy didn't know it wasn't a real gun, so he dropped his gun and took him for a ride.
That was out of the Raleigh prison. Yeah, he escaped a bunch more times, too.
Yes, it was.
Now, they say when Otto died, 6,000 people came to his funeral, and he was quite well known at that time. And he was killed in 26, so it was around that time, and shot in Salisbury, North Carolina.
He was thought of by some as a sort of Robin Hood of his time, you know. Step up, buddies, and listen to my song. I'll sing it to you right, though you might sing it wrong. A song about a man called Otto Wood. I can't tell you all, but I wish I could. He stepped in a pawn shop a rainy day, and then he had a quarrel with the clerk, they say. He picked up a pistol, struck him fatal blows, and this is the way the story goes. Otto, why didn't you run? Otto's done dead and gone. Otto Wood, why didn't you run when the sheriff pulled out that 44 gun? Dig it, David. They spread the news as fast as they could. The sheriff started a warrant on Otto Wood. The jury said murder in the second degree, and the judge passed sentence to the penitentiary. Well, they put him in the pen, but it done no good. Wouldn't hold a man called Otto Wood. It wasn't very long till he slipped outside, pulled a gun on the guard and said, "Take me for a ride." Otto, why didn't you run? Otto's done dead and gone. Otto Wood, why didn't you run when the sheriff pulled out that 44 gun? Out west and he rambled all around till he met two sheriffs in a southern town. They said, "Otto, step to the way, for we've been expecting you every day." He pulled out his gun and then he said, "Just make a crooked move and you both fall dead. You better crank up your car and take me out of town." And a few minutes later he was graveyard bound. Otto, why didn't you run? Otto's done dead and gone. Otto, why didn't you run when the sheriff pulled out that 44 gun?
Yeah. There's still a whole verse on that, but I never can remember. But that tells the story.
Otto Wood. Your first instrument was the harmonica. You got one when you were 6 years old, if I'm not.
I was 5 or 6. I think I was 5. Anyway, my dad played me a little tune, a little bit of this. He said, now when you learn to do that, you get where you can do it real good and find all the notes without slurring any of them with the other notes. He said, you'll kind of learn to note it with your tongue like I do when I play old Molly Hare.
That's great.
When I was about 10, I got to thinking what it would be like if I could rig up something to play a note of some kind along with my harmonica, you know. And Dad had built a sort of granary woodshed combined thing. He had some little corn crips in there, one for what he called the pig corn and one for the good old bread corn we took to the mill and had ground for cornbread. And there was a sliding door on the front of that thing where you went in to put in, stack wood in, and then you went up the steps to the place where he cured out the ham shoulder. Anyway, I got me a steel wire and I strung it from the door. There was a hand-opened wooden door so you could open and close it. It didn't have any rollers on it. It was just, you took your might to slide the thing. And there was a big old staple in the doorpost where you could put a lock in it if you wanted to, lock it so nobody couldn't get in there. And I pushed that door till I got that wire to a good old dome bass note, you know, like, show them how that note sounded.
Let's see if we're close. Something about like this. That barn door's a little out of tune.
You're a little sharp. That's close enough.
Close enough for a barn door.
That's closer than I got it most of the time. And I use that for a drone kind of, and I could play it along with Home Sweet Home and some other little old tunes. Let's do Home Sweet Home. Pretty good imitation, buddy. Awful close.
That's country now.
Oh, man, yeah. Now, that's a doggone good imitation. I believe he's a little better on the rhythm than I was of trying to beat on that wire with one finger like this and play with my... Anyway, we gave him a good example of what that sounded like. Of course, this was amplified. It made it a little bit sweeter. I didn't have an amplifier or microphone.
One of the people that we both really admire is Etta Baker. Etta Baker lives down in Morganton, North Carolina. She's 87 this year, I believe. And she's been playing an hour a day since she was 3. So she's real good. She plays this old finger-picking style, and this is one of her tunes called Railroad Bill that we'll try to do for you. Lights a cigar with a $10 bill, and it's ride, ride, ride. Who called the doctor? The doctor came. Said you're not sick, Bill, you're just insane. And it's ride, ride, ride. What do you think about it, Doc? 38 special on a 44 frame. How can he miss when he got that aim? And it's ride, ride, ride. Now Railroad Bill is a mighty bad man. Shot the lantern out of the brakeman's hand, and it's ride, ride, ride. Let's play like Etta. Shot at his dad, and it's ride, ride, ride. Now Railroad Bill, he never worked and he never will, and it's ride, ride, ride. One more time, Mike. Tell them about the train that carried my girl from town while I get this thing ready.
One of those records that was with that first little wind-up Victrola we got was a record by Frank Hutchins, had Worried Blues on one side, and train that carried my girl from town on the other side. I heard that said that Frank played with a big heavy pocket knife instead of a bar up here. I don't know. Wade Maynard did, I know. But
actually, you know what? I think I'm going to play this with the Craftsman socket that Merle gave me.
That's what Merle used.
Yeah, that way he gave me this thing. He always used a Craftsman because, you know, if you broke the Craftsman, they would replace it free.
Well, that was a little pun there, but he used the Craftsman seriously. If any of you fellows are interested in slide play, he used it because of the wonderfully smooth finish. I guess it's kind of like chrome steel.
Yeah.
And it's smooth as glass, and the weight makes the thing sustain. Hit him a lick there.
And you can get, all you got to do is go down to Sears and look up on the shelves, and there's like every size for every finger.
Yeah, Merle used a 5/8.
That's why he gave me this one, because this is a 16 millimeter. If he went metric on this one, it didn't fit.
And it fit your finger.
It fit my finger.
All right.
Merle was taller than me. All right. The old train that carried my girl from town.
Where was you when the train left town? I sat on the corner with my head up down. There goes the train that carried my girl from town. If I know the number, Lord, I'd flag her down. Hey, that train that carried my girl from town. Hey, 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 pick it, son. Let's let her roll. If I had my gun and let the hammer down, Lord, I'd shoot that round that took my girl from town. I wish to the Lord that the train would wreck, kill the engineer and break the fireman's neck. Hey, that train that carried the girl from town. Hey, 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 pick it again. coal. Some dirty rascal stole my jelly roll. There goes my gal, somebody bring her back. Oh, she got a hand in my money sack. Hey, hey, that train of yours drove on down. Hey, hey, hey. Do just one more, David. Take her on down the line now. There. Thank you, good.
When your mind gets worried, when your shoes get thin, you don't know where you're going, but you do know where you've been. You walk on,
Walk on,
oh walk on,
walk on,
oh walk on,
walk on,
oh walk on.
walk on.
I'm gonna keep on walking till I find my way back home. Now there's so many people happy, can't get used to happiness. If anything is true, happiness not for me, I guess. I'll walk on,
Walk on,
oh walk on,
walk on,
oh walk on,
walk on,
oh walk on.
walk on.
I'm gonna keep on walking till I find my way back home. What do you think about it, Doc? Yeah. Now the world is too wide, highways too long. No use us being together if we can't get along. I walk on, oh walk on,
Walk on,
oh walk on,
walk on,
oh walk on.
walk on.
I'm gonna keep on walking till I find my way back home. We'll try one.
I hear you, son.
Now there's so many people happy, can't get used to happiness. If anything is true, happiness is not for me, I guess. I'll walk on, oh walk on,
Walk on,
oh walk on,
walk on,
oh walk on.
walk on.
I'm gonna keep on walking till I find my way back home. Well, we thought we would have some unusual instruments here for you today. Just some kind of different things also that you don't hear Doc playing. Like this thing, which is called the Bantar. It's a cross between a guitar and a banjo.
It's a Gitjo.
Oh, a Gitjo. It depends what part of the country you're from.
It's not a Bantar, it's a Gitjo. Joe, the name Joe makes you think of a circle. This is the first part of the guitar, the neck, the git. And this is the round part, which makes you think of with the word Joe. Okay. Gitjo. Now, I've settled the argument. Don't you call it a Bantar no more.
Well, now, wait a minute. This could be the band, and that could be the tar.
And I got to get ready for this, so you can tell them
Yeah,
two, three lies or something.
Okay.
I don't care what you do. David, I think I've gotten too darn relaxed up here. These people are going to think I ain't got no business. I'll be there shortly.
2 banjos,
Or long-legged something. Well,
Actually,
yeah, the Bantar and the wait a minute. Yeah.
Uncle Dave Macon, he was the man that said, "You can't lead a cavalry charge if you think you look funny on a horse." This is his tune called "Don't Get Weary." Now, Mama was a pretty girl, she come from the south. Hair so curly on her head, she could not shut her mouth. Now, don't get weary, children, don't get weary. I'm coming from the ball. Well, Nashville is a pretty place, Memphis is a beauty. You wanna see them pretty days, go to Chattanooga. Don't get weary, children, don't get weary. I'm coming from the ball. Well, my wife died on Friday night, Saturday she was buried. Sunday was my courting day, Monday I got married. Don't get weary, children, don't get weary. I'm coming from the ball. Wish I had a sugar roll, sugar by the pound. Great big bowl to stir it in, pretty girl hand it round. Now don't get weary, children, don't get weary. I'm coming from the wall. Don't get weary, children, don't get weary. I'm coming from the ball. This is a tune I learned from Aunt Zipporah Rice. Aunt Zip lived up in Sodom, North Carolina. And she was always saying things that made you stop and think, like, if you get too big for your britches, you'll be exposed in the end.
Bless her heart, she must have been a lot of fun.
She was. Another of my favorites of hers was, "Don't make love by the garden gate. Love is blind, but the neighbors ain't." So, here's a little bit of Black Eyed Susie. Well, my true love's a black-eyed daisy. If I don't see her, I'll go crazy. My true love, she lives up the river. A few more jumps and I'll be with her. Hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, play it, dog. She and I went blackberry picking, she got mad and I took a licking. Ducks on the mill pond, geese in the ocean, devil in the pretty girl when she takes an ocean. Hey, 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 black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, let me try. Well, now some got drunk, some got woozy. I went home with black-eyed Susie. Black-eyed Susie, about half grown, jump on a ball like a dog on a bone. Hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, play that thing one more time. make a living. She'll cook flapjack, taco gravy, wheel that chicken. Someday maybe, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, one more time now. Oh, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey, hey, black-eyed Susie, hey.
Here of late I feel so strange, I'm happy and I'm sad. The way my feelings are sometimes I think they'll drive me mad. A pretty little girl with frizzy curls came here a week ago to work on the telephone, and she said hello, hello. Hello, hello, her sweet hello, her voice like music rings. It's sweeter than the whippoorwill that in the moonlight sings. As a bellboy here at this hotel, I'm always on the go. And then she'll ring that telephone and say hello, hello. I haven't spoken to her yet, I've been in such a daze. Although sometimes she looks at me with a sort of a distant gaze. Then I feel so weak I cannot speak, my heart is beating so. And then she'll ring that telephone and say hello, hello. I see her as she walks along in sunshine and in rain. I can hear her amidst the jangle of the elevated train. I'd buy for us a little place where honeysuckle grow. She could meet me at the garden gate and say hello, hello. In about a year she married me, and then we settled down in a pretty little bungalow not very far from town. At night as I go home from work, my heart is beating so. She'll kiss me at the door and say, hello, hello, hello. When the storms of life are raging, stand by me. When the storms of life are raging, stand by me. When the world is tossing me like a ship upon the sea, thou who rules the winds and waters, stand by me. Through my trials and temptations, stand by me. Through my trials and temptations, stand by me. When my strength begins to fail as the host of hell assail, thou who never lost a battle, stand by me. In the midst of faults and failures, stand by me. In the midst of faults and failures, stand by me. When I do the best I can and my friends misunderstand, thou who knows all about me, stand by me. When I'm growing old and feeble, stand by me. When I'm growing old and feeble, stand by me. When my life becomes a burden and I'm nearing chilly Jordan, Oh, thou lily of the valley, stand by me. I thought of a tune just now that I used to hear Roy Acuff do that I thank the world of. It's called Just to Ease My Worried Mind, or Can't You Hear That Whistle Blowing? Don't you hear that whistle blowing? Can't you hear that lonesome whine? I'm gonna catch her at the crossing just to ease my worried mind. I've seen all of your big cities from New Mexico to Maine. Ain't none of them like old Dixie, so I'm heading back again. Don't you hear that whistle blowing? Can't you hear that lonesome whine? I'm gonna catch her at the crossing just to ease my worried mind. I've traveled this whole world over, seen many a foreign shore. Now I'm going home to my darling, from her I'll roam no more. Don't you hear that whistle blowing? Can't you hear that lonesome whine? I'm gonna catch her at the crossing just to ease my worried mind. So now you've heard my story, I'll tell you all goodbye. I can hear that train a-comin', I'm gonna catch her on the fly. Don't you hear that whistle blowing? Don't you hear that lonesome whine? Gonna catch her at the crossing just to ease my worried mind.
Where'd you learn this Raincrow bill, Doc?
A fella, Henry Whittier, did, as far as I know, he may have done another harmonica record, but back then they'd, sometimes somebody would do a solo harmonica pieces on 78 records.
Right.
Old Henry Whittier did Raincrow Bill on one side and the Fox Chase on the other side. I've not dared to do the Fox Chase because I don't know if I have the wind.
It's a hard one. Raincrow Bill and Cripple Creek.
he ain't done. Be still. Going up Cripple Creek, going it around, going up Cripple Creek to have a little fun. Roll my britches legs to my knees, wait old Cripple Creek as long as I please. Let me get my cheater in place, boys, and we'll do one of the late John Hurt's tunes called I Got the Blues and I Can't Be Satisfied. Y'all think blues can't be played on a banjo? If anybody does, you just wait and listen to this man right here. I'm going to let him start this, in fact. I'll give you the vamp. I'll give you the vamp. He did a good job on it last night. I tell you right now, made me just feel like getting up and dancing. It was so spicy, but it was a bluesy woozy, though, too, you know. Well, I got the blues and I can't be satisfied. I got the blues and I can't be satisfied. If these blues don't quit, I'll catch that train and ride. Well, I bought my gal a great big diamond ring. I bought my woman a great big diamond ring. I took it right back home, gonna do that same old thing. Say, baby, what makes you treat your man this way? Honey, what makes you treat your man this way? 'Cause you know I need any loving you give away. All right, Richard. I heard it, son, heard it. One more. Grabbed my shotgun, I broke the barrel right down. I grabbed my shotgun, I broke the barrel right down. And I ran that joker clean on out of town. I got the blues and I can't be satisfied. I got the blues and I can't be satisfied. If the blues don't quit, I'll catch that train and ride. Told my baby, you can't stay here no more. Honey. Oh, looky here, gal, you can't stay around here no more. You can pack your clothes and head right out that door. Well, now, I got the blues and I can't be satisfied. I got the blues and I can't be satisfied. If these blues don't quit, I'll catch that train and ride. They say whiskey straight will drive your blues away. Oh, whiskey straight might drive your blues away. If that be so, I need you all today. Well, I got the blues and I can't be satisfied. I got the blues and I can't be satisfied. If these blues don't quit, I'll catch that train and ride. Let's all pick the last one.
lot, folks.